Hey there, it's Chris Mack, and today I kind of want to cover a few different topics at once, but mostly some tips and accessories for carrying an M&P Shield. And that's kind of go hand in hand with a few of the recommendations I got for video ideas during my last giveaway. So let's start off with one of the direct questions for M&P Shield, and that is about my finger extension that I have here on this magazine, because they come with a 8-round and a 7-round magazine, and the 7-round actually comes with a flush fitting, and whenever that is in, it's kind of hard, if you got bigger hands like I do, it's kind of hard to get a good grip. And this pinky extension right here was a really good addition to me carrying this. And by the way, for those of you wondering, no, this weapon has not been safety checked, because that does not give anyone a pass to just wave a gun around like it's not loaded, because the rules of gun safety state that we treat every gun as if it was loaded. So no, it's not safety checked, it's actually loaded. So there we go. The first one is the pinky extension. Really good addition, very cheap. A lot of these things I'm going to link down below into the description, but really worth the addition to that. Another thing is holsters. So when I first started concealed carrying, I started off with something small like this. This is from DeSantis, and it was a really great starter holster, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend a holster like this for long term. I do recommend it though whenever you're first starting out, and here's why. Because it is so small, because it has the ability to, if you tighten the screw up, this will pivot different directions, and then you can also adjust the height up and down. The other thing that I really like about this is, if you look here at this clip, that so you actually hook the big part onto your pants, and then your belt then sits in here. So you have good holster retention. You don't have to worry about pulling your gun out and the holster coming with it. So that's something I do really like this. And I do like this holster overall as a beginning holster. And again, the reason for that is this, that you can try carrying in different positions very cheap and not having to switch out holsters. So if you want to carry this small in your back, you can do that. You want to carry at about the 3 or 4 o'clock position, you can do that. If you want to try appendix carry, you can do appendix carry with this holster as well. The only reason why it isn't for me is because I'm kind of a lankier build person, and not having rigidity because it's flat, as soon as I would draw, my belt would go too loose and my pants would be very loose, and I'd be afraid of losing my pants. So I like something with a little bit more retention overall, but starting out, figuring out what position that you want to carry in, this is definitely the route to go whenever you're figuring out what you want to do, and then spending the money on something else, because I think this was like 20-25 bucks. And again, I'm going to go ahead and link this down in the description as well. My normal holster, now that I've decided the position that I like to carry is about that 3-4 o'clock position. My holster is a Galco, and it's a hybrid. It has 2 different clips for hooking onto your belt, and hybrid is because it's Kydex on the outside, leather on the back, so this is what is against you, which is very comfortable. And you would think, for as large as this is, that it's very bulky to carry, but truly once you get used to it, I don't even know they're there anymore. I do personally swear by Galco. I really do. My, one sec, my Glock 19 is also in a Galco as well. And the reason for that, I'm going to link in the description, Hickok 45, we all, if you like guns, you know who he is. He did a holster review video, and I've tried out, because some people say, well, Galco, why Galco over Crossbreed? Crossbreed's another brand that does just like this. And Hickok and I had the exact same complaint, actually, and that is this cut here. So let me go ahead and... So with... try and cover my serial numbers at the same time here. So with the cut here and how it fits into the holster, this leather here on the crossbreed is a little bit further this way. And whenever I would try to draw from that, I couldn't get a good master grip. I couldn't get my webbing of my hand all the way up in here where it actually belongs. And that aggravated me. Hickok had the same complaint, and he even said that they have two different cuts. I only played with one. Long story short, though, he ended up actually taking his holster and cutting the whole thing off because he wanted to be able to get a good grip as well. So that's why I like Galco. Both the M&P and my Glock, they are cut well enough that I can get a good master grip whenever I'm going down and getting a hold of the gun. Now this last one is a really nice trick. It is... Now, I've seen stuff on Amazon where you can buy this little thing and they want like $8-10 for it. Back when I was going to Walmart, I just bought some 2-inch elastic and I made this myself. It goes on your belt. See, this is where I stitched it up. And this is just for a magazine retention right there. It's to carry my spare mag. So real quick, I'm gonna switch out here. So first, for the record, my EDC belt now is the next belt. I've been wearing this for several months now. I did an initial review on this. I'll link that down below in the description as well. My old one is the 511 belt that I just switched into here real quick, so I can show you how I carry that. And the reason this is on my old belt is because my M&P is my old carry gun. Now I carry the Glock 19. The M&P I still carry, but whenever I'm home, because I'm not worried about capacity, I have other firearms other places, so it's a get me to a different firearm. What it is, I just put this 2-inch elastic and I put it in a loop and I put it on my belt and it stays on my belt all the time. And then what I'm able to do is run the mag not only through the elastic, but then I also run it through this one belt loop just for a little bit of added retention there. And you can't see that I have it. Whenever I need it, I'm able to just go ahead and grab it and go. Easy little trick, couple of cents worth of elastic from your local fabric store. All right, everyone, so those are my few tips, ideas, holster thoughts, belt thoughts, and a cool little tip for carrying a spare mag on the M&P Shield. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But we've got a 450 subscriber giveaway coming up whenever we get there. Just finished up with a 350. And yeah, I think that's everything. So thank you so very much. As always, it's Kris Mac.